Can you at least tell me what 5 beers I'm gonna be picking from?
Yeah.
Explain what beers we
So,
got.
number 1, we're gonna be the No Yeah from Bell's.
No, yeah, from Bell's.
Number 2, we're gonna have a Gold Lager from
Okay.
Great Lakes. Third one, we're gonna be doing a Natty Daddy special,
Classic.
a classic. 4, we're gonna be doing a Miller Lite, and then for number 5, we're
Miller
gonna
Lite.
hit you with the Soft Parade.
We just recorded 30 minutes, and the Zoom recorder wasn't recording. So,
Yeah.
um,
You guys missed some good conversation.
We're all feeling a little bit defeated.
Definitely.
Because there was definitely some great conversation in there, but we're not gonna fake that
Not
conversation.
gonna fake it
We're
again.
just gonna pick up where we left off and keep it rolling.
Damn, Chief.
Yeah.
Ouch!
I'm bummed, man. I had
I'm
a
bummed.
nice monologue about
Yeah,
Russia and
Ronnie
Ukraine.
came off real smart,
That's all I wanted to talk about,
and
man.
I sabotaged him. I purposely deleted.
We had a good Kanye West doc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about the Kanye doc. We talked about all the
Conversation.
tragedy going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Luke, double check that. Let's
Yeah,
see.
every couple
Yeah, I'm gonna
minutes
be
we're
re-
gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
checking this
checking.
recorder for you guys.
I can't believe that thing, man. I hate that. I don't even know what that thing's called. I don't like it.
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
Well, I guess let's just
Ouch.
go right into our.
But as Ronnie was saying, and I've seen multiple times, every big podcast that happens at least once. So
Yeah,
maybe, hopefully we got it out the way.
I
and it
think
never
we've
happens
been
again.
like anointed now, or not anointed, but we're in the club, I guess.
We've
you
been
know?
jumped in.
Yeah, jumped
We've-
in.
that's the equivalent of being jumped in. We just got
Man.
jumped into the podcast
Can't
world.
believe that shit.
And I feel like I got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defeated.
Someone
That was
just
tough.
Made me
Yeah.
bite the curb.
Well, I guess we can just go right into our blind taste test we got
Yeah,
planned
so
for
we
today.
talked about it a little bit in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But we have a blind beer taste test here
Yep.
today. And we got 5 different beers here.
Yep.
They're all labeled. We're gonna blindfold one of us, and we're going to see if we can guess. What
Blindfolded
beers
you,
what
man.
we are.
Yeah, we're blindfolding
me.
you.
I guess I drew the short stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did for the first time in his
Oh.
life, baby. Can we clap it up for him here?
How does it feel?
Finally gets the short
How does
stick.
it feel?
I feel real low, man.
Yeah. That's a good one. So, let's get started.
Can you at least tell me what 5 beers I'm gonna be picking from?
Yeah.
Explain what beers we
So,
got.
number 1, we're gonna be the No Yeah from Bell's.
No, yeah, from Bell's.
Number 2, we're gonna have a Gold Lager from
Okay.
Great Lakes. Third one, we're gonna be doing a Natty Daddy special,
Classic.
a classic. 4, we're gonna be doing a Miller Lite, and then for number 5, we're
Miller
gonna
Lite.
hit you with the Soft Parade. So these will be
Diesel
in
fuel.
no particular order for Lucas. He's gonna have to taste it and give his best guess. So
All right,
for number 1,
let's do it, huh? Make sure it's in my hand before you
Let's see what he's grabbing. Okay.
let go.
all right,
Ronnie
coming
and
over to you.
Ronnie and Dylan
Come
will
forward a little bit.
Godspeed, Luke.
There you are, kid.
Godspeed. Why do I feel like that's the Natty Daddy? That is the Natty Daddy.
This guy
I don't know
knows
if I
that
should have
taste.
said that. Damn it. Good
man.
guess, man.
Wow, 1 for 1 over here, Chief.
I when it got to my nose, I knew
You
it
could
was
just
Natty
smell
Daddy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Tastes
smell
like
It's a
bad,
classic
bad
shitty
regrets.
beer.
It is literally. I was about to say it tastes and smells like regrets.
All right, we're gonna go
All right, number
number 2.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh. Little sniff test. I feel like I know what that is.
Uh-oh.
Is that the Bells? No, then it's the soft bread. Ooh, okay. Don't tell me. Damn. That was very hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had that one, honestly.
Hit you with a number 3.
That one tastes like a 2 Heart or whatever it was. Oh, I know that. Soft bread? No. Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
soft bread.
That was probably the easiest one.
Yeah. That has that
But
taste.
it's 2 for 3 though.
I think this one might be. No. Well, we'll see.
You know what? After drinking those other beers and drinking this one, I get why people say Miller tastes like water. That's Miller.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And last
got
but
one
not
last
least,
one.
Let's see if you remember what it was.
Yeah, let's see if he can retain some information here, people. He's going in for a second.
Just drink it all. Go ahead.
what was the
Oh, no,
options?
we can't
I forget
tell
what it's
you.
called, the
Uh-oh.
options.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know it's between. There's only two left.
yep.
Is
Come on.
this the Great Lakes one?
It is not.
No.
That is the Bells.
Oh, so the
You
Bells
had
and the
those
Great Lakes, I
switched
got
up.
mixed
Yep.
up. Okay.
I like it. That's
Okay.
a solid one.
Yeah. Not bad.
right.
2 for 5.
2 for 5. No, 3.
Oh yeah, 3 for
3 for
5.
5.
Not bad.
I'm batting 600. That's a
He's
Hall of
batting
Fame. That's a Hall of
600.
Fame career.
Oh yeah, you're in. You're in.
Twice over.
Hell yeah.
Solid.
I'm a little jealous. I didn't get
Yeah,
to
right?
partake in that.
Why don't you jump in?
Please help you.
Yeah, we
Help yourselves
honestly
to a
we
beer.
fucked up the first 30 minutes. We got time.
We could do it with
We
all
deserve
of us.
Why
that.
don't you
yeah.
jump on in?
Nah, I'm already gonna.
We're gonna come back to you in 15
Yeah,
minutes. And you're
alright.
gonna do it.
All right.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, fuck it.
Which one? Which one? Like,
What was the first one you gave me? Was Great Lakes?
No, the first one you got the Natty. That's the one that you said that was Bells.
Great Lakes.
Yeah, you said that
which
was
one did you
Bells.
like the most?
Yeah, it was the best one.
This one. I thought this was a. It tastes kind of like a Too Hard.
Yeah, and that
Great Lakes.
it's that lager one, the gold lager.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I had a natty.
Yeah.
I knew that instantly, and dude, compared to
Yeah.
like this, the Miller Lite was like water.
Was the natty like? Was it that similar to Miller or no? Was it just way more? Like,
I feel like it's heavier.
It has a dirtier taste.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
skunky.
just feel bad about it. Yeah.
But he got
"Damn,
skunked."
I shouldn't drink this.
Definitely
I
a
didn't
skunk.
know they actually had a natty daddy like can. I thought it was just
Oh, my-
natty light, and that's
I
what you
could
called
see-
it. You know?
I could see why. Well, that's the Bells.
That's the Bells.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. But that is an ale, I believe, too.
They're
That
both
tastes
L's. I
like
got them mixed up.
that one tastes like a Two Hearted. That's a good
Mhm.
one.
Ah.
Well, that was fun. Something
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
So
I,
as we were saying before, sorry, Ron, didn't mean to cut you off.
you're good.
We didn't bring a guest on this week. We
Yep.
want to just keep it, addict talk with the boys. We don't want to bring someone on every week. Some weeks
No.
you're just gonna get the three of us, and
Yeah.
that's what you
I
get
don't,
this
I don't
week.
think it's really.
If you came for someone
required,
else,
you know?
Yeah.
leave now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yep.
Sorry.
You came for me and you left for me. You know, is what it is.
So I guess I just don't know this term, but like, is addict talk like a term?
I don't think. I think it's
No.
our term
Is
now.
that just something you guys created?
Well, I think this
Okay.
I
is.
think so.
It has curved walls up here,
Yes.
so you think of it as an attic. You know, so
Okay.
when you're up here, it's
Well, you
better
were
than
saying-
just saying we're just
You
in
were
my
saying
upstairs.
it
Yeah.
it's like some common like idiom or whatever.
Like an idiom,
people say.
yeah.
No, when we were trying to come up with the names of the podcast, one of them was something like
Yeah, something in the
chat.
attic, or something
Oh.
like that.
Chatting in the
Yeah,
attic,
okay.
I think is what
Chatting
we
in the attic.
thought about calling it. Chatting
That
in
should
the
have been
attic,
lame as fuck though.
but on our ways.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys didn't do
Yeah.
that. I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took the internship.
That's funny. So
Ye
yeah.
not apply.
So no, what I was gonna say, I think doing like some kind of like game like this is kind of cool. And going
Yeah.
forward, we can do like something with food or something. you know, like
Yeah, I think
try to
every
guess
week we'll switch it
foods
up.
or-
We'll get a little bit better at it. Give
maybe
you some.
do some whiskey. One of these.
Yeah, some
Ooh.
similar categories. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because with the beers, it's some of them are super easy. Obviously.
You're buying the fists next week,
Yeah.
man.
I'm buying some well.
He's buying half a pint.
I'm buying some well tequila.
Quarter pint,
Yeah,
half pint.
bottom shelf tequila.
Oh,
it
I'm not
cheap.
doing
Keep
tequila.
it cheap.
That'll be a Ronnie.
No, that's a Chad
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah.
Bring Chad on, make him taste tequila.
So yeah, so you guys were telling me about like Wyandotte events.
Oh,
Since I'm
yeah.
like new to the city, kind of. You know,
Yeah.
you
Well, we're
know.
all relatively new,
Yeah.
but we were just talking about
Like
third
what-
Friday.
Third Fridays,
Like,
yeah.
what's coming up? Like, because we're almost through winter. All this shitty
Mhm.
weather's gone.
I know. I think
so,
I think the first really good event that they do is either St. Patty's or Mardi Gras. I know when they do like a Mardi Gras
St.
where there
Patty's
is,
for sure.
or maybe it's Cinco de Mayo. Maybe it's Cinco de Mayo.
That's in May. so
That's in
St.
May.
They
Yeah.
do a
The taco
but-
truck.
I'm talking about like a really good one though. Some third Fridays are better than others, and they usually where Granddad's is, and Taco Bros. They block off that street and they do
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo there. But St. Patty's, I don't know if they do a St. Patty's.
They
Do
will.
they?
They do a bar crawl.
I
bar
think
crawl?
they didn't last time because of like COVID.
COVID.
So like
Yeah, I'm glad we're done with all that.
they'll do some because I've been in one of the. Oh, you're good, man. Dylan, I think we did the Cinco de Mayo one that one year.
Yes, that was
when
one
you
of my
lived
favorite.
at the other place.
Yep.
And when we went down to like
And we
Granddad's.
we were on my roof.
yeah.
Yeah, we were outside
Yeah,
just
yeah,
hanging
yeah,
out.
yeah, that was cool.
But
But
nothing is better than roof beers.
Oh yeah,
I love a roof
Roof
beer.
beers are the best.
Roof
Yeah.
beers.
It's a shame that
Oak. Yep.
we don't have any like homes we can actually get out
Well,
on the roof.
you can right here. It's just a little bit. It's sketchier.
You got a steep
You
ass
gotta-
fucking roof.
Yeah, but this isn't as.
that not as steep
it's
the
not
front
that
part?
bad. But it's you can only chill right there.
Yeah.
So
Really?
it'd be like
I
a
don't
me
even
thing.
you noticed like a little balcony there.
Yep.
That
It's
probably
a
is
little,
sketchy.
Little overhang.
Yeah.
But I have to like thinking when I'm doing my Christmas lights, like that's how I have to go. I have to jump
okay,
out this window
okay.
and go put them on the house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're saying so St. Patty's Day is probably the next one.
Yeah, it's either St. Patty's or it's definitely Cinco de Mayo for sure. I know that's one of the number ones because they really start it at the late end of spring,
Okay.
early summer. But
Yeah.
they're amazing, man. They're
I'm
really
down.
fun.
I mean, how we already talked about it, but
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day is my birthday, so
Yep.
it'd be nice to
Yes,
do that.
one of the coolest birthdays ever, as
Yeah.
we were saying.
Yep.
St. Patrick's Day. I think everyone's just getting blacked out for your birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's
cool.
never for my birthday party. It's for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
But
To tell yourself.
yeah.
Well, at
That's
least your
funny.
friends can't forget because it's on St. Patty's, unlike
Exactly.
Andy.
I can't believe you did that, man.
Yeah. Hey,
No, not really.
shout out Chad.
Yep. Shout
Yeah.
out Chad.
Shout
Our
out to
buddy's
Chad.
birthday the other day.
Yep. Happy belated.
Yep,
He's
happy
in Maine
belated.
right now having some lobster.
So he
Some
turned
lobster.
he turned the big 3-1.
Yeah,
3-1.
Big 3-1. Right?
He's like, don't you dare bring up my age around here. I will call you. It's him.
I mean, I'm old as hell. I don't care.
Yeah. It's weird that we let you have an internship, man. You've been out of school for so long.
Yeah, that's your guys'.
Could you explain the gap in employment?
Yeah.
No, I really can't. You
I
know,
got
just-
one for you. COVID.
No, I mean, it's kind of it's an experience being an intern, but it's a good experience. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Except for when you guys tell me what to do.
We like having the
That's
mouse
true.
keys.
Yeah, mouse and the
Yeah.
keys. But I think some good topics that we could go into today. Really, I like the travel stories that we've been telling. I think that we can elaborate more on the things we've done and the places we've gone. Ronnie, question for you.
Oh boy.
We know where we've been. We've talked about it enough. Where's your favorite vacation? I know you've been to Europe. I know
easy,
you've
yeah.
been to some different. Yeah, is that your number one?
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty much everywhere around the U.S. besides like the West Coast. I haven't been to California or like Colorado. You know, Arizona's the farthest I've been. But in 2019, I went to Italy. I did a 9-day like road trip
Yeah.
with 3 of my work friends. We went from Milan to Rome, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it
was a
sounds
good
fun.
time. It was a good time. Like
We got something to say over there?
I was just,
What?
I was like, you went to Europe with your 4 friends, Thumbelina and her 4 sisters.
3 friends. No, actually 2 friends, but.
That's funny.
But no, it was cool, man. We I'd never been out of the country besides like going to like this
Windsor?
really like dangerous place in Mexico like one time
Tijuana.
in Windsor, pretty much. It's a Juarez. So
Okay.
if you ever watch like Narcos,
Yep.
Juarez is like the border town.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Italy was awesome. Like I think I recommend everyone to go out there and just experience Europe. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
was-
not right now, but
Yeah. Was the
What's going
Italian
on?
Too
food
soon.
like as good as they say it
it's
is?
great, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's so the way that
I
they
love
do it in
Italian food.
Italy is they do it so much more basic, but they have so much more flavor in Italy.
There's good portions.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty affordable.
It's
like
probably smaller portions, huh? So from what I hear is like America, like we are like so like
Yeah.
heavy on portion
Yeah.
size. Like
yeah, but like we didn't really go to like fast food because like definitely over here
Yeah.
like
Well, they don't have fast food like they do over
yeah,
here.
but like the portion size, like we have crazy
Like
fast
when you
food
order
portions
dinner
and
somewhere,
stuff.
like a plate here, it's like probably like 3 portions of a dinner tray over there.
Probably.
yeah.
I thought it was
And that's why America
pretty normal. Like
Pretty normal.
I pretty much ate like pasta.
yeah.
You know, like there was a lot of like seafood when I was in Rome.
I feel like Italy's the heavier of the European
Pretty much,
countries.
dude,
You
yeah.
know, like
The
if you're gonna
pizza's-
have a good
The
portion,
pizza's
it's
really
gonna be
different
there.
over there. Like they don't sell like they don't have like a Jets or some shit like that
Yeah.
over there. They've got like
Well, if you went to
brick
Italy
oven.
and you ordered,
Ordered Jets,
I'd
man.
probably
They have like
order
brick
Shame,
oven.
shame,
No.
shame.
They have like brick oven pizza. It's like really good, but they put like
Yeah.
weird toppings on it. They have like this
Which-
pizza where they put
Barstool Prez needs to go to Italy
Yeah.
and do his pizza.
They have like a
reviews.
raw like ham kind of pizza.
Hmm.
It's really weird. They put French fries on pizzas and it's weird, but
Huh.
So
it was
are
a
they
great
just
time.
called fries over there?
Ooh.
I
Or
don't
they
even
still
know if they're
French
French
fries?
fries. I don't know. Liberty fries.
That's great.
But
Need
no,
some
it's,
American fries.
it was great, man. We got to see like, so we went to Milan. We drove through Genoa. We did some of the West Coast, small villages. We did Airbnbs, hostels. We kind of like switched it up.
Did you go to South Italy? You go to Sicily?
No, we went to Rome. So Rome's kind of like middle-ish,
Middle,
maybe
yeah.
more northern.
Yeah.
But we got to Rome, stayed a couple days, and then went back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
Didn't
saw
do
the
back
Colosseum.
country.
Huh?
Didn't do the
Didn't
back country.
We did. So we
Little
did this like little this little 5-town village area on the west coast called Cinque Terre. So Cinque means 5, so there's 5 villages on like they're on like the
Clarification.
cliffs and everything, like super super like traditional, very small villages, very tight knit
Little hobbit
communities.
holes.
Yeah, we met like a lot of great people. That's probably the coolest part about it, just meeting the people.
Yeah.
And like over here, like when you go out, you don't really want to talk to anyone that's
No. Well, you see
Not
somebody
your
with a
friends.
cool mustache in Italy, you're like,
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
conversate
You
with
see,
you.
like
man.
you meet people from everywhere. We met these like girls from New Zealand. We met this couple from Denmark.
Rate that.
What? From Canada. Man, a lot of hot girls over there. It was great though. The coolest part, I mean, I'm a huge history guy, so you
Yeah.
guys, I mean, you guys
Yeah.
all know this now. Like we got to do the Colosseum Forum tour.
Okay.
That was so cool.
I've been to the Renaissance once,
was
boy.
so
I fucked
cool.
up a turkey leg. Yeah, son.
It was cool, man.
Yeah, son.
It's crazy just like walking in to something that's been there for 2,000
So many
years
years,
or
yeah.
something. It's like where all this stuff happened there. You know, we got
Mhm.
to see the spot where Julius Caesar was, like his burial.
So is this the actual Caesar Palace?
Yeah,
Did
this
he
is
li-
the
did he live
actual
here?
We
Caesar
talked about that
Palace.
already.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. I want to go back. I want to do something this year. I was thinking maybe like an Iceland trip.
Yeah,
Iceland's-
Iceland would be gnarly.
Iceland's pretty cool in like the spring, summer. you know?
relatively
And
affordable.
it's close too. It's
Yeah.
really affordable. It's expensive when you're there. The dollar doesn't get you too much there.
Yeah,
You know, they like to hike up the prices for food and board or whatever.
it's like
but
going to LA though.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I recommend anyone, like everyone, go to Europe. You know?
Yeah, I've always
Just get out of
wanted.
the country.
Not right now.
Get out of the
Always
country,
wanted
yeah,
to.
Not right now. Not right now.
Like I know a lot of people that are from Europe. I know a lot of connections that I could go actually visit, but it's expensive to go over there. Just a plane ticket to a lot of the places, like going to Greece. Aaron's family,
Yeah.
they have people like in Crete. They have a couple people on the inland. But
Crete
it's
would
like
be cool.
$2,000. It's like $2,000 to get there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's not exactly a pond skipper that you're hopping on. to
No,
get over.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be nice
Across
to
the
be,
pond.
It'd be nice to be Andy.
Yeah, the
You
only
know?
the only pond I crossed was the Detroit River, man. To go to Cheetahs and Windsor, man.
Well, what's the pond over like in Allen Park Creek?
Oh, the
What's
creek.
that creek?
Oh,
Creek.
Rouge.
Yeah,
Rouge.
Rouge Creek.
Yeah, the Rouge Creek, man.
Krista Shell used to live.
The
Hell
Walsh
yeah,
over
man.
there.
That's how you end up with 6 toes, man.
Yeah, you don't want to go over there.
No.
Yep.
Now you're gonna end up with gills. But no, I think maybe it's a good time to go into the would you rather's. I think since we wasted 30 minutes fucking
Yeah.
up, maybe we go into some would you rather's. Ronnie,
It'd be
bring
great
Yeah, we could do
conversation.
that.
bring in some good ones for us.
I'm
Give
s-
us some would
I'm
you
s-
rather's.
I'm still pretty bummed by that, man.
Yeah, me too. But
Yep.
it is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
All right, we got some options here, so let me look.
Get some good ones for us. And if you guys, all the viewers out there, we want you to be more interactive. We want you guys to comment. It's cool that you
Not
guys.
Aiden, though.
it's-
I don't
it's
want
cool-
him.
it's
I don't
cool
need
that
Aiden
you-
commenting.
It's
Aiden,
cool
stop
that you guys are
commenting.
viewing and stuff, but come on, be interactive. Comment on our stuff. Tell us what you want to hear about. Tell us what
Tell us what you don't want to hear.
Yeah, you're gonna watch podcasts either way. You might as well watch ours and tell us what's cool to talk
Enjoy
about.
it.
Yeah.
All right, I've seen like a lot of like stereotypical would you rather's here, but this one kind of brings me back to our conversation with John last week.
Yeah.
Here,
It's just
shoot.
like a simple question: would
Say
you
more.
rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
I'll let you go first.
Chronically underdressed or overdressed? Yikes.
So this one affects me because every time we go on a trip somewhere, like,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm
So wait,
wear.
are we talking weather-wise or like is that question?
Oh
more like,
yeah,
hey, are you
why
overdressed?
don't you pick that? In what context are you asking?
So
us?
like as far as like show up to a party and it's a black tie party and I'm in sweats, or like
I think,
underdressed as far as like I brought shorts to a winter state.
I think this means like dressed like more
the nines,
casually.
yeah,
or
okay,
more
that's how I
like-
took it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
I have an answer if you don't have an answer.
I'd rather go ahead. I think I'd rather be overdressed.
I was gonna do the same thing. I think it's always better to come overdressed because
Definitely.
you can take off the suit
Yeah.
coat.
Yeah.
But if you come in some
sweats,
sweats
bro,
or
and it's-
something
Yeah.
like,
you can't
Yeah.
recover.
you can't.
or sometimes you can't even get into the club.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, it's like you're the guy with the Nikes that
Can't
can't
get
get into
in.
the club.
Yeah, so overdressed.
Nothing worse than that, man. You should have put on your Pumas, boy.
Yep. Man,
You
I
got to
had-
run out of here.
I remember we went somewhere one time. I think it was like Fifth Ave or whatever.
Yeah.
And someone got.
You had your Birkenstocks on.
No, not me. No, one of our friends wasn't allowed in because he had like a white T-shirt,
Ooh.
and they just weren't having it.
Yeah, in Arizona, a
was
lot
pretty
of
weird.
the.
It was
Holes
a regular-
in your jeans.
It's a regular white T-shirt.
Sneakers.
He wasn't allowed. If he
Yep,
had, like,
I think
nice shoes on.
Jovan almost not get into it, but he knew the bouncer there.
Luckily, yep.
Yeah,
They
Old
tried telling him
Town,
he couldn't come in.
Old Town, really cool, but really strict.
All right, I found a funny one. This
Yeah.
one, we can relate to this one.
Let's go with one.
Shoot.
Would you
Shoot
rather
it.
be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall? Don't even say, well, you're
Would
9
you
inches
rather be
tall.
Andre the Giant or Ant-Man?
Would you rather be
Damn.
11
Yao
feet.
Ming or Ronnie Martinez?
11 feet tall, man. Like,
11 feet tall.
Uh,
I don't even like how many health problems you're going to have being that tall.
Yeah,
You can't fit anywhere.
but 9 inches.
9
tall?
inches
You
tall.
Get stepped on and you're dead.
At least you could have, like,
That's
a lot of
true.
cool experiences.
But yeah, you could
know?
like be a fly on the wall. That'd
The
be
world
pretty
is
cool,
much
like-
bigger for you. I feel
Yeah.
like you have more possibilities than if you were
feel
an
like we need-
11-foot
I feel
person.
like we need to some, like,
9-inch human.
9-inch contact.
You're gonna get shit you don't want to see. Like this.
I don't know what's going to come
Oh,
out.
no.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're like long division on here.
But yeah, I think, to be honest, I think
9 inches.
I'd do the 9 inches because it'd be a different life you'd have to live. You'd have to live amongst
11
the grass.
11 feet.
You'd have to live amongst the
You
grass.
can't like even fit in a fucking car at 11 feet.
No, you're like a gerbil, just running through that tunnel of life.
I think
I'd
this
get
is the
caught on
scale
the
right
wheel.
here.
I'd probably have a hamster wheel
Right,
in
I'd
my
probably,
room.
yeah. You could have like a whole like
That's my stair stepper.
Yeah, you could have your whole like
like
life,
this upstairs
you know?
attic would be
Yeah.
like a mansion.
Oh yeah. I'd have to create an ecosystem here though. Like I'd have to.
Have trees and plants.
Yeah, I'd have
there.
to create a. I'd have to get a humidifier
Have
up
you guys
here.
ever seen, what's that movie? You guys ever seen where they shrink downsizing? Have you guys ever seen that
Downsizing,
movie?
yeah, or Honey, I
Honey,
Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Honey, I Shrunk
that's
the
from my
Kids, too,
that's from
yeah.
my era. That was a great movie.
Yeah, I love
I mean,
Honey,
but I
Shrunk
mean
the
that
Kids.
was they were literally like an inch tall in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
They're like size of like an ant.
Or like the Indian in the cupboard. Would you like to be an Indian in the cupboard?
Not me.
Action figure size.
Yeah, action figure size.
Because then you're stuck. you
Yeah,
know?
you're like
You're
a-
just stuck in that cupboard.
I don't know. You could just be You're pretty much a dildo though. You know.
What? Oh boy.
You better. I'd love to be.
Alright,
I'd love to be
Alright,
9
This was
inches.
another one.
9 inches tall around Pamela Anderson, man. Pam and Tommy 2.0.
Let's see here.
Ronnie would be a human fleshlight.
Guess it depends on who's dildo we're talking.
I got a good question for you, Ronnie. All
Choose
right.
Another one. All right.
I want to do a smash or pass. Would you rather smash or pass? Smash or
Are we
pass?
actually name dropping real people here, or
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Would you rather smash or pass Powerade or Gatorade?
Ooh,
Which
that
one are
was a
you
curveball.
smashing and passing?
A
Any
curveball.
flavor, but what are you smashing and passing? Smashing and passing. Smashing and passing. I'm smoking a pancake.
Yeah, that was a curveball. I thought we were talking about something else there.
You know, your
your
mind
mind
goes
out the
dirty
gutter.
ways when you're 35 and lonely.
Yeah. Shit, I'm about to leave, man. No, I think I'm definitely going.
There's one right.
I'm gonna smash Blue Powerade.
Nice. Whoa.
What?
Okay,
Powerade's legit.
I'm
man.
conflicted now. Is it a soft
Ronnie-
drink Blue Powerade,
Come fight me.
or is it the bottled Powerade?
It's like the Powerade you get from like McDonald's.
Okay, that is
inexcusable.
much different
Yeah.
than a bottled blue Powerade.
I will agree that's a different Powerade.
Yeah.
A fountain Powerade is not real.
But
Powerade.
you'd rather have that over any type of Gatorade?
I mean Gatorade's pretty good too.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my house.
Have you
No,
ever
just joking.
have you ever puked up blue Powerade? Let me follow.
Yes.
The question.
No, I don't.
Have you ever drank UV blue?
No.
Yes.
No.
Have
'Cause
Have
it's
you drank
complete-
both of those together?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
ruined.
you deserve
Oh,
to,
yeah,
to throw up
definitely
then, too, for
agreed
sure.
with that.
It was high school.
Yep.
Dude, UV blue you just drink like straight. You don't need to
No,
mix
if you're see,
it.
I don't know how you-
You don't
I mean,
drink
nowadays,
it, though.
yes.
You don't
Nowadays,
drink it
yes.
though. That's like a shot, like a shitty shot. or-
Agreed.
you know,
You make
it's
or you
not-
make a mixed drink
mixed
with
drink.
blue Powerade, and it went down great.
it's a lot of blue
it's like
there.
one of them blue
I've
carousel
puked blue
drinks, or
and
yeah,
I
or Caracos.
almost can't do Powerade now because
Too
of it.
much
So maybe
blue.
I am biased to
Yeah.
it because of the barf.
Maybe.
I was at
I stand by my answer though.
Okay.
I like it. I was at Central Michigan one
Hey,
time, and
Pick something and stand by it.
yeah,
That's all you can do.
consistency. I like it.
That's all you can do.
I was at Central one time, and I got way too drunk and ended up blacking out.
I'm
and
shocked.
it was at Deerfield, and I woke up behind the apartments, like by like an air conditioning unit, and like I woke up and I had to walk back to Jeff Hamilton's apartment, and it was the first row of Deerfield. And I remember my phone went missing too, my iPhone, like my whole life was in shambles, and I had to. All I was drinking was blue Powerade, and I had to go to the Apple store that morning to go get me an iPhone. So it was actually AT&T. I get to AT&T, I get out of the car, and I'm just projectile vomiting in front of the AT&T window. Everybody that's in there is just watching me puke.
You just walk in.
Literally had to walk in and go get an iPhone.
Like I'm here for a plan.
Yeah, dude. That's. I haven't thrown up had a night like that in a while.
Speaking
Yeah.
of touching on Central, some fun Central time.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
touching the
No.
intern. I was gonna say, whoa.
touching on
Whoa.
interns.
Yeah, we're not that kind of
Yeah, we're not touching
podcast.
interns.
I don't know what you guys are trying to do here,
But
but hey,
speaking on
let's.
Central, I remember the app Yik Yak. How cool
Yik
the app
Yak.
was Yik Yak.
Yik Yak was
Oh.
the best app.
So you just post something and people either thumbs up it or thumbs down it, and it moved on the timeline compared
Yep.
to what had the
And
most
it was
likes
on a
and least
college
likes.
campus.
Yes, and it was
Yep.
only on college campus.
I think
I
it
remember
still
one time
exists.
Yik
we were
Yak.
Was
it Halloween?
Nope, it was I don't even think it was a specific holiday. It was Western weekend.
Mm.
So when Central faced Western, it was Western weekend. We were up at Central, and I remember we were all like hammered, and we went back to Steve's and Chris's apartment, and we ordered a bunch of pizzas, and we had them delivered. And I remember, I don't know why this, I remember this so vaguely, but I was just hammered, shoveling pizza in my mouth, and then come to find out, it was all Cajun crust, and my mouth's on fire,
That's
just
great.
burning. I'm trying to drink more. And there was no water around.
Yeah.
So I'm just drinking more beer to try and get this Cajun
It's
crust
just Jaeger.
out of my mouth. Yeah, right. I remember the next morning I just went on Yik Yak. I was like, which asshole ordered 10 pizzas with all Cajun crust? And it got 300 pluses. It was so
That's
funny.
awesome. That's awesome.
I remember they used to do the SVSU crushes too. It was kind of like Yik Yak, but they made their own Twitter. But
I remember that.
it was always about polls, and I remember I was so lame. I would search on there every day for my name to come up on SVSU crushes. Man, I was just trying to see who's liking me. I think I might have put myself on
Might
there
have
one
created a
time. man.
poll once.
Might have created a poll or two, man.
Let me
Man,
stop
that
you guys.
man, that kid definitely looks over 5'7". He's hot. I had a tweet today. There was a picture and it said show me better handwriting, I'll wait, and it was perfect
Oh, that was
handwriting.
creepy.
And I basically said I can tell this person never had to go write the code of conduct in school suspension. So we started talking about how what we had to do when we were in school suspension, and
Hold on.
Ryan.
Hello?
Is this guy answering a
up?
call right now?
Who do we got here?
What's up? What you say?
I quit my job.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Quit my job.
This is not staged.
Quit
by the
your
way.
job?
This is not
Yeah,
staged.
baby.
And put my dick right on the table.
Mike, I just want to let you know you're
Oh,
on the
man.
podcast right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
God.
No, so but we were talking about Central before.
Yeah, Central, good parties.
Yeah.
Do you have any good college party? I remember. Okay, do you remember the Michigan parties we used to go to at Becca Duval's?
I do remember those.
Becca Duval's parties
old
were
scraps.
super
She
fun.
lived right on what was it, Hubbard?
Hubbard. It was
Yeah.
close to all the good streets.
Yeah, no,
stuff.
she was right downtown.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember those. We
Yeah,
would
the New Year's brawl.
And then
Yeah.
remember
that
we
was-
did the
That was crazy.
remember the video that was going around where everybody freezes while the music goes around?
Yeah.
And
What is
we
that
did that
called?
3 months before everybody did that, and
It
we didn't
was
even
the,
know that it was happening.
The something challenge.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of those
I forget what it was
challenges.
called. It was.
It's not like the statue challenge.
No, it was a freeze challenge though, where everybody was just.
yeah.
Oh, it was Ray. It was Ray Shremmerd.
Yeah, it was their song, but I forget what the name of the challenge was.
Yeah, look up Ray Shremmerd. I don't know how you're gonna spell the last name, but Ray Challenge. RAE. Ray Shremmerd Challenge. It's SH. Black Beatles in the city.
Hold on,
Alright.
I got it right here.
Why can't I think what that was called?
I'll tell you.
It's the Ray
Hold on.
Shremmerd.
The mannequin challenge.
The mannequin
All
challenge.
right, come on, guys. Let's
I'm
go.
quicker than the intern, man. You
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
quicker.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
gotta
know
be
what it was
quicker than
called.
that, Chief.
Gotta be quicker than that.
How do you not spell mannequin? There we go.
Comes up for you.
Oh God, I was way off.
Got a
What is
little
wrong with
autocorrect.
me? Jesus.
Let's get a
Yeah.
good one on there.
How many, do you guys ever mess up on like spelling and text and you just blame it on talk to talk?
Oh,
to
yeah.
text?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
You know, I'm gonna bring something up, man.
I hit
I don't know why the latest Apple iOS update moved the like search bar on your
You can switch that back.
browser. I'm sure you can, but I
very
haven't even
easy.
looked yet.
You can. No, I remember the
But-
day it came out. I was very aggravated, and I seen something on Twitter.
It's been on the
like,
top of the screen
yeah,
since the internet has been around,
and
or
it
like
moved
whatever.
to the bottom
So
for
like
some odd reason.
now it's on. That
Mine's
just
not like
bothers
that.
me, man. I get it because like it's closer to your fingers, so you can kind of see better. But
So yeah, so you don't gotta tap.
it's throwing me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I feel like
there's
it's
there's an
because
easy way to do it in your settings.
I feel like it's
I
just
had to
because
do it
I'm
for
old,
Vanessa,
and
like, the
it's
first
like
day.
it's like one of those, you know, your parents they can't adjust to certain things. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just like that. For
I
me.
haven't updated my iOS in a long
okay.
time though, just because
Running
my
like
phone will
iOS
probably
9.
crash.
Yeah, here's one of these. Yeah, this was crazy. Not too long ago.
Remember Penn State did it? What a time!
Yeah, go look up
Yeah.
Penn State's mannequin
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
Not
Penn
this,
State, man, they
not
did a
this
great
High
one,
School
dude.
Musical
It's
one, dude.
2016. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, 2016 was a different lifetime ago. What a wild time that was.
Spelled that wrong again. I don't care.
Oh, that one right there.
I think Hunter Schultz would like this.
Yep, Hunts. This is Hunts' kind of look. They did it good, dude. They're frozen.
Yeah, this was pretty good. Sucks it's Penn State though.
Like that on shoulders and stuff.
I wish
Camera
we
guy's
could
moving
find
now.
ours. I'm gonna go in post and I'm gonna post ours.
Man, we used to have a really good group chat, like text chat. It had all these like
All
videos
the
and
videos.
whatever in it.
And then they go crazy when it drops. It's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a different
Yeah,
lifetime
different
ago,
time to be
man.
alive, man.
2016. I know all our watchers are gonna feel the same way too.
I
Like
think everyone does.
2016 was a 2015, 2016 was a different type of year, music wise.
Drake was hot.
Yeah, partying wise. We were all in
Maybe
that
it's
age
because we
though.
were 21, but I think even other people, like I feel a lot of people feel that way. Like it was
Yeah.
just an easier time.
Yup, it was the calm before the storm.
Yep.
It wasn't World War III going on.
No, COVID though. Honestly,
no
COVID really made it seem like the past 2.5 years didn't happen. I've kind of blanked out in my brain for a lot of it. Just seems like we were doing the same thing every day.
Yeah, it's weird because I've been a teacher for this is my third year teaching now, and my first year teaching was when COVID all hit. So like I've been teaching for 3 years, but I've yet to have a full year of teaching in person because like
That's weird.
I taught
Yeah.
for my first year, and then in March COVID hit, and then the second year we were virtual for half the year. And then even this year, like we had a month off because of COVID. So it's like I really haven't had a full year of
Yeah.
teaching under my belt, and I've been in for 3 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm on. I'll be on in March. I'll be 2 years working from home, like exclusively.
That's nice, huh?
Wild.
It's crazy.
It's cool, but
What
it's
a
also
time.
like weird still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just you're always at home.
Does it seem like you're like lazy? Or you feel not that you are, but your perspective or your
not
your
lazy.
outlook
It's
on
just it's like so weird to just be able to get up. You know, you don't gotta like get dressed. You know,
Yeah,
and
you
just
just work,
go to my office and just sit down and like
Yeah.
drink a coffee, and
yeah,
PJs,
like it's super chill. You
Yeah.
know, but it's also a little dangerous though because
tug on the old noodle.
because you could like you don't gotta wake up as early, so you can kind of like, you know,
be a little bit lazier.
you
You
can be
don't
a
have
little
to
bit
drive.
lazier, a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Do you guys have video
reckless.
calls or no?
Oh man, nobody ever turns their like
The camera on,
no.
yeah.
Some people do, and it's like weird. It's like, why are you
Try
turning the
hard.
camera on? Yeah, so
Buddy, you just got a 20-cent raise. Chill out.
we just had like this assessment that happens every now and then, and somebody like from out of our group comes in and asks us all these like continuous improvement questions and like how we're demonstrating these like certain principles that we're like kind of taught, and the guy's got his like camera on, and then like it's me and like two other my like coworkers, they both put their cameras on. And I'm just like, my hair is like ridiculous.
You're like, I'm not following
got
suit.
ketchup on his
I have no shirt on. I haven't even got like, I don't have pants on. And they're like, you're gonna turn your camera on? I'm like, no. You guys,
I was
really
really.
You should have just turned around and just be like, "What's up?"
yeah. But no, it's an experience, man. I don't know if it's ever gonna go back to normal. Like,
Well, I
It's
think
the
it'll
new
maybe
norm.
be a hybrid.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
the
have
goal.
to figure out a good mesh between it, because some things it is nice to be in person and to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time we're wasting our time for our employers.
Companies
The
are
em-
wasting money
yeah,
for like
they can be
brick and mortar
much
and
more
shit.
efficient.
oh yeah, you have so many different companies now. Like they don't have to. They don't have to like.
When you have to rent a building
yeah,
downtown
all that
Detroit and you're
capital, they don't
saving
need to have
thousands
that
of
anymore.
dollars.
But like
yeah.
Chad's not remote, and his
Yeah.
job as a project manager for like a pretty
He
big.
works for like a smaller company.
Well, yeah, I
so-
know, but still, I feel like you could still do his job remote 100%. I mean, you have to meet sometimes when you have to meet
Yeah.
with clients and you have to meet with that, but you can read blueprints at home. You
Yeah,
can-
but he works with like his boss is the owner.
Yeah.
So it's like up to him.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mhm.
So like
Agreed.
if he was more like chill,
maybe they like their dynamic too. Maybe they love
Yeah.
going to work.
so like
That's
like
awesome.
my supervisor is, he likes how things are now, and he thinks
Yeah.
he's more like chill with that, and
Yeah.
he prefers kind of like what we're doing now, or like a hybrid model. And
Yeah.
I get the point of, it is nice to be at a workspace, and it is nice to see your like coworkers and
Mhm.
maintain that relationship with them,
Mm-hmm.
but I think if at the very least a hybrid model is the way
Yeah,
to go, and
can
that's
work.
the future in working. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh yeah, take it.
Spit in that one.
That's why I wanted to. No, that's weird.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
I don't know why I said that.
It's because your top two buttons are unbuttoned,
Yeah.
but he's getting loose over there.
A little bit, man. I'm bitter. We had a good conversation going on.
Yeah.
We
about-
did.
about
I
this
would
show.
like to. You go. I
Okay.
saw that.
Well, I was gonna say, we were talking about war a little bit earlier.
Same
and,
shit I was gonna bring up. High five.
But bringing it into a different subject, it reminded me of something that I read today, and I know you guys will appreciate this.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. I got a short story for you, a short one. But anyways, it's about war. It's about, and you might have heard this, Ronnie. I think this is something you might have known, but no offense to you, Dylan.
no, I
but
get it.
Ronnie's the history buff
Yep.
here.
I'm just buff.
So
Thanks to me. Thanks
it's
to me, by
about
the way.
it's about the Gettysburg battle, and so there's this general colonel, and basically like the story, the overall topic of this book is the butterfly effect. How one thing can happen and lead to another thing, and eventually an outcome happens that you never thought would. So this general that was for the North, what was the North?
Union?
The Union.
The Union. They're up on this hill.
Thinking I don't know
And
shit. I'm not just buff.
He's already
Oh!
he's already proved me wrong. So he gets orders from like his boss that like, hey, you guys need to hold this high ground down while we retreat back north, because there was the rebels were coming up and they were getting ready to flank them, and they had to work their way up this hill to get to this infantry of men.
I have the high ground.
I was literally about to just
Yes.
say right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. So basically, the general gets this thing. So the rebels run up this hill, and they're in battle fight. So they make a charge up the hill. The Union shoots down at them, makes them back down. And they just keep charging and charging and charging. And like each charge, the Union's running out of ammunition. They're getting like more people are getting shot, all this thing, and the general's basically like, I don't know how much longer we can hold them. So I think it was the fifth or sixth time finally the rebels down at the bottom of the hill, they were gathering up again. You can tell they're about to make another charge, and the colonel had to make a decision. And all of his men are like, we got to retreat or we're dead. Like, we're sitting ducks here. We're out of ammo. Like, we got to do something. And he's like, well, if we do nothing, they're going to catch us from behind and kill us. If we do something, we might die. So he was like, whenever it's whether do something or nothing, I'm always going to pick do something, is what he said. So he was like, all right. He said bayonet. He said round bayonet or something like that. And then they're all like confused. Like, what do you... And basically he was telling me, he's like, pull the swords out of the end of your guns.
Fix bayonets. Yeah.
And fix bayonets is what it was. Fix bayonets. And he was like, we're going to charge at them. And like his soldiers couldn't believe it. And they're like, no. Like so finally he was like, fix bayonets. Either you're with us or not. And so the rebels down at the bottom of the hill are getting ready to run up the hill. And he stands on top of a rock. He points his bayonet at them and he just screams, charge. And all of them, and there's only 80 men, mind you. So 80 men, they jump up and they all scream charge and they start running downhill. And the rebels see this. And the rebels say, there's no way that that's the same men that we were just battling with, because a hurt infantry wouldn't charge. So they said, there's no way that's the same infantry. They've got backup, and they dropped their weapons and they retreated. And they caught the rebels' leader, whatever it is, their general or whatever, caught them and took him as a prisoner. And that's what he said. He was like, there was no way that we thought you guys were the same group of men, like the way that you yelled charge. And then, long story short, that led to a lot of people believe if the rebels won that Battle of Gettysburg, they would have won the war.
Yeah, that was a pivotal
and the United
battle.
States would have became similar to Europe into 13 to 15 smaller countries.
Wow.
At that point. Which means, with the whole butterfly effect, which means like years later down the road, when Hitler took over, there wouldn't have been a U.S. to stand in. No. Which means when China was doing or Japan was doing their things with us, there wouldn't have been a U.S. to step in. So all these crazy things of that one, and that general important fact was a 34-year-old school teacher. And he made that decision to bayonet up. We're charging downhill. And if he didn't make that decision, the world we know it today would have been completely different.
Deep.
Yeah,
that's crazy too, because I have like one that comes to mind immediately. So, World War II, we can all agree, is one of the worst events that happened in the world.
Definitely.
Holocaust.
It's awful.
And the amount of battles and just the land that was...
Millions of people were killed in World War II. But World War I preceded it, and World War I was very bad as well.
In its own way.
So Adolf Hitler was actually a soldier in World War I, and he escaped death, I believe, twice, where...
That's insane.
He got injured in a poison gas attack that almost left him blind. And there's a story where, like, I think it's before that, he's wounded and he's trying to retreat back to like his his German soldiers like front, and he comes across a French soldier that lets him go.
Wow.
It doesn't kill
just
him.
murk him right
Doesn't
there.
yeah.
Damn.
So there's two incidents where this guy, who's the number one cause of World War II,
and 7
he
million
escaped
deaths,
death twice, and it's just wild.
Do you think that if...
What could have happened if this guy would have just...
Butterfly effect works both ways, good and bad.
Yeah, but do you think if that guy would have killed Hitler, I still think like there
Like
would have
Germany
been
makes that run, maybe
another
someone else
person that
could've
steps up as...
I mean, we don't know.
I hate that.
obviously,
Yeah, I agreed.
But
We never will know, which is the craziest
Germany
part.
at that time this was during the Great Depression, where the world was struggling everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was when he really got to power, he used the German economy as being really bad, and all this bad stuff's happening to the country.
Yeah.
And got
He
himself...
used that.
A lot of propaganda.
Yeah, he used that.
Got people on board.
And we've kind of like... And people comparing how it was the last couple of years, kind of like that here, which
Yeah.
it wasn't. But it just... You never know. I mean, there might have been someone that stepped up, but...
Well, because there was just as evil people as him, but he was just... He publicized himself. Like, he was the propaganda. Like, he was the one that was putting his face out there. But I still think there was just as evil people.
For sure. There always is.
And what's crazy is after World War II, all those doctors and all those scientists moved to Brazil. There's literally a city in Brazil that's completely Germanic. Like, it's completely Germany. It's built like Germany. It looks like Germany. They have German food, and it's all white people.
Wow.
It's like Little Germany, basically.
I didn't know that.
And they're all from
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 Germany,
World
the
War II Germany.
So it's not all like a lot.
That's
Yeah,
where they
wow.
derived from.
Yeah, so
they
what
moved
happened
there and
was,
started a community.
You had a lot of high-ranking like people in the military.
Yep.
They were either like killed themselves. They tried to escape. They didn't escape. And then they put on trial, a very small amount. A lot of them went to South America. Eventually, they were caught at some point. But
So they're like fleeing the country.
yeah. So it's like the show Hunters, but Hunters is like overly exaggerated. I think it's on Amazon Prime. If you
Is
guys
that
have seen
about
it.
that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
it's about
I
like
didn't know that.
a bunch of Jewish Nazi hunters, basically, which they go because they go to like South America, and then it's exaggerated and a lot of it's not true. Like it's fiction, but there's a lot in America that are hiding. And there were some that were here that the United States took over here, like scientists,
Yeah.
and the Soviets took their own scientists because at that time the Germans had the best rocket technology in like the world.
Yeah.
So the space race,
Wow.
pretty much, like the reason why we got to the moon was because of like German rocket scientists, and that stuff you can look up and it's
Yeah.
well known knowledge.
Yeah.
But the show exaggerates it and has like way more
That's cool though.
outlandish stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild, man. It's, a lot of people don't know about it.
That's a lot of the stuff that I like to like late night if I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody's busy and I'm just hanging out by myself, I'll go on Wikipedia or I'll go on the internet
sure.
and just kind
stuff
of
up.
look up a lot of historical. I'll never retain it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't tell
the
you what I
hard part
looked
is
up, but
retaining
yeah.
things like
I
that.
mean,
but
you just retain a percentage of it.
yeah,
you know?
they're
You
I
gotta
do,
know,
but
like,
the things
if-
that stick.
Yeah,
like
if
that
you were-
story. Like I know I probably
Hmm?
didn't tell that story completely, but like
we got the gist of it.
Yeah,
though.
I
you
totally-
knew
I
it.
spark noted it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, like we could have
Hmm.
two different countries right here, right
Yep.
now. It's
Yeah.
like, you never know.
It's crazy. There's so many different occasions too, like that where similar stuff like that happens. And one other one they talked about in that book, and I'll be quicker with this one, but basically like he was saying the same thing, how like one thing affects another, and basically so there's this guy who saved 2 billion lives because I forget his name, but he
Damn.
something about cropping. He grew crops a certain way without starch or something. I forget the whole story. Long story short, all you need to know is this dude saved 2 billion, not million, billion lives
a lot
by
of people.
this. And the book was like, so that guy should be responsible for saving 2 billion lives.
Yeah.
Well, da, 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 da. Well, so actually, I guess you could say it was this guy, and it was Teddy Roosevelt's vice president who opened up a schooling that kid went to, that he learned the things that he applied that to. And then it was like, well, I guess if it was him, I guess you could say it was George Washington Carver, because the guy who the peanut stuff.
That's the peanut butter.
Yeah,
guy,
the peanut
right?
guy. Yep. George Washington Carver, I think is junior or something like that. But
Taught.
yep, he taught him at the school. He's the one who taught the vice president all that information, which made him want to open the school.
Okay.
And then it went back even one more step, where it was actually way back in the slave times. There was this white man that lived in a state that had slavery, and basically these bad people came in and burnt down all these buildings in this town, and they took this little black baby, and he went on horse after the black baby. He traded his horse for the baby, walked back through the snow with the baby home, and raised that baby. And that baby was George Washington Carver Jr.
Wow.
So it's like, did that guy save 2 billion lives?
Yeah.
Did
wild.
It's just like it can go
Yeah.
on forever, and it never ends.
Yeah.
It's just a
But it's just like, yeah,
cascading,
it's just like the
thing.
butterfly.
There was
effect.
the
It's
World
crazy.
War II, when they had the battle at with the D.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. There was something happened.
Or
I think they
D-Day.
made the movie about it, but
Dunkirk.
somebody made a huge action during that completely changed everything. Like they were so close to losing, and they made one action in it,
one
and
thing.
there was
I could talk about this for
Yeah.
hours,
Yeah.
man. Like so Dunkirk. So if the Germans pretty much pushed the British and the French all the way to like the city of Dunkirk. They let them.
I know what
They
it
let
is
them
now.
retreat. So if you watch the movie, like
Yep.
they could have just ended the war right there.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But they let them. They took all this time to like get all their like the rest of the army up to this city or whatever, and then they let them all go back to England.
Retreat.
and
Yeah.
then they could fight another day.
Yep.
But they could have ended the war right there.
Definitely. There was.
And-
I remember what it was
Didn't.
now. It was something to do with tanks and the way that the German tanks were built. They made them strategically take a different route, and it completely changed what would have been. I think it was like what they did is Germany changed everything because they had really fast tanks. And like they
had
could
really
they
good
could
tanks.
They had
cover a lot
strong
of
tanks,
land at a certain amount of time.
Interesting.
So they put them. I could be wrong, but in my head I'm thinking like they put them through this type of land that was very muddy and very hard to get through. It was
Yeah,
like
no.
forested.
Reminds me of Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Well, I think what I think you're talking about possibly is the French country land has like these hedgerows.
Yes.
And they're like these giant bushes and
Yep.
trees that have been there for hundreds of years, and you can't get through it
To maneuver, so
you
so
could-
they slowed down the
Yeah.
tanks because they had to go through them,
Gotcha.
and that gave them time to prepare for the attack or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a.
That's not that bad.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
like
Doing all right.
Yeah, no, like if you see here, like
Yep, exactly.
like all this stuff, you can't like.
No, you have to
drive and
Yeah.
get
you have to
people through.
bulldoze
It's-
it or
it's-
try to.
It's hard to get through that stuff, you know.
Especially back then, no
Yeah, man,
expressways.
this
and
is stuff I could talk about forever.
right.
But no, it's cool just to see. I mean, just thinking about all the people that get killed in wars or for whatever reason, like what that person could have
Done.
done
What he
in
could have
their
done.
life. Like what have they? Maybe someone that
I've
could have
always
cured
heard
cancer or
heard a
whatever,
quote. Why or like what if the cure for cancer lies in someone's head who can't afford college?
Oh, I've heard that a lot. Yeah, it's big.
Yes.
That's a good one.
So
powerful.
what if it lies within? There's so many smart people out there that can't afford a higher education, and what if that cure
Yeah, and
lies in someone's head that can't afford
I
college?
feel like we all have potential in us too.
sure.
Like it's just like you have to find the way to bring it out, or
Definitely.
somebody has to believe in you enough to show you how
you have
to
to be
do
ambitious enough and what's the word? I'm looking for? Courageous enough to go after something like that. Really,
Ambitions, yeah, that's something that
that. Yeah.
a lot of people I feel like they don't have. You
Yeah,
know?
and like what John was
Everyone's
saying
pretty much
last
courage.
week, he's saying he's in the business of confidence.
Yeah.
Like that, just having that confidence can take you a long way. Like, what was the Office thing with Robert California, where this guy he's like does interviews or something like, and he's just very arrogant. He knows what he's talking about, and he basically people
Folds
say
them
that
or-
John told me to watch this guy do an interview, and
he fooled people into like thinking. Something.
I don't know, he's just like super
with
confident.
pure
And he
confidence?
makes you feel insecure about yourself.
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I'll pull that up. Right
yeah.
now.
Pull the Robert
Robert
California up. Turn it up a little too.
Experience selling refinery equipment translate to our smaller scale here.
You don't work in sales, do you?
Kurt interviewing
You
him.
see, I sit across from a man. I see his face. I see his eyes. Now, does it matter if he wants $100 of paper or $100 million of deep sea drilling equipment? Don't be a fool. He wants respect. He wants love. He wants to be younger. He wants to be attractive. There is no
This guy's like, what the fuck?
as a product. Don't ever think there is. There is only sex. Sex,
They're like, yeah, you're right.
Letting
That's
this play,
right.
man.
I'm telling you, is a universal truth, Toby.
Yes. I'm almost a little bit.
Imagine like just being in an interview and like
Yes.
that's the guy. Like,
Oh, I
that's-
can never do that,
Just
man.
go home and be like, so honey, how'd the interview go?
Yeah.
Went well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just try that, Dylan. Just fuck it. You know.
Yeah, I don't think I could be that guy, man. I just don't. For myself, I'd have to
That's
punch
great.
myself in the face. I just watched the Kanye doc for the first time.
Okay.
Loved the Kanye doc. I thought it was really good. I know you watched the first
I've
episode.
only seen episode 1. I
Yep.
haven't seen 2 yet.
Yep,
so don't
same here.
spoil.
No, I
Okay,
haven't.
good.
I haven't seen the second episode either. But like we were telling you earlier, I think it's definitely worth the investment. Just to see a story like that, it's super organic. What this dude Kanye did was different than anything anybody has done before. He's the first. You know, a lot of people are impressed with what Russ does right now,
Mhm.
and it sucks to even compare them. But like producer, rapper, the same thing. There would be none of these people if it wasn't for Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye is the first one to break the industry and to
Yeah, he's the
really go
pioneer.
in there. Yeah, the pioneer.
There's always that pioneer in like
Yeah.
you know in music or movies and fashion or whatever.
But then you think about it. If he never had Cootie and Cootie never recorded what he did back then, nobody would actually get to see that organic footage of Kanye back in the day. And I
I'm
think
thankful for that.
we know who Kanye is now in 2022. We understand the difficulties and the toxicity that's going on, and part of it is his fault, But when you look back at his life, play this trailer.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I kind of might have to check it out after this.
Then we got my man Kanye. Tracks, man, hold on.
Well, I first put the camera on this up-and-coming producer back in '98.
Sawtown made it down here, boy.
I knew he was destined for greatness.
You could tell he's the same dude that he is
that's
now too.
literally.
Ron, you gotta stop pausing it halfway through, buddy.
My bad. I thought you were about to talk. I don't want to.
You can. I
play
can
over
talk
you.
during
The
it.
goal was to see how far his dreams would take him, but I had no idea what life would take us next.
Let me explain my side of it, though.
And like that was his New York apartment.
Your next greatest. And what's fucked up is that when a nigga become great, people get hate.
Couldn't afford a car, so he named the daughter Alexis.
And I couldn't believe they just overlooked
They
that
didn't even
that
look
lyric,
at that line as if
dude.
it wasn't pure fire.
Fire.
Crazy.
But yeah,
Felt like
Might have to watch it.
yeah, I think you should.
Or the week were apart.
Yeah, you can pause it now.
There's more to Kanye's story.
No, but I remember when he came out, he was just way different than anything else that had been
That
out
you've heard
before
before.
that. Yeah, it was all like
It was Thug Rap.
yeah, it was all like thug,
Gangsta
like
rap.
gangster rap,
Yeah.
50 Cent and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. And he came out and it just was just like having a good time,
Yeah.
good vibes,
If you
just-
listen to his stuff, he really is a storyteller, and you can tell when you watch the documentary. I don't want to give too much up, but you meet Donda, and you can tell where he gets a lot of the love and a lot of the story. She was an English teacher, but you can tell
I was gonna say, I don't know any
she
people.
involved him in arts and in any format that may be, painting, writing, rapping, being a poet. Just really introduce him to everything.
One of the things that stood out most to me when watching it was how much his mother actually called him by his first name.
Yeah, Kanye.
Like, yeah, she always, like, even just when talking to him, she'd be like, Kanye. She'd always call him Kanye. Like, it was just like, I feel like most people don't. Like,
Acknowledge
No, no.
when I'm talking to him, I'm not like, what do you think, Ronnie?
yeah,
I'll just be like, so
I'm
what
never
do you
like
think? Yeah.
Yeah.
She, like, really,
I don't know, Luke.
Yeah. She really, like, alliterated her name.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to
How do you
what's
say?
the
I
word
don't
I'm
know.
thinking of? Yeah, but she just always used it, and that stood out to me so much. That,
Yeah.
like,
People do that.
it felt powerful.
Does.
people-
It made
Yeah.
his name powerful. It
Yeah.
made him powerful. I feel like it was.
And he believed in himself more because his mother believed in him. You can tell that. I can see why he's changed after she's passed away,
Definitely.
because she gave him a lot of like that power to be yourself. Kanye, have that confidence to be yourself, and I think a lot of kids need that, honestly, and some parents don't know how to do that, and I think it's just a generation thing. Now we're more open to talking to kids about their feelings, and there is a side where you have to be tough on them, but there is that side now where we can open up and allow our kids to be who they
For
are.
sure. No,
Can't let your kid just go out and be like a drug dealer or something, or just like
some social.
you can't let them completely do what they
outcast,
want to do, but you have to mold them into the right path and give them the opportunity to be themselves. Partly it's our fault, if we can't get to that point, but it is nice to have some help.
No, I was laughing when you brought that up because I thought you were gonna say like Kanye wasn't his real name. I was like, really?
No.
Like what?
It's actually Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, what is it?
Yep. And
That's funny.
he says in there that he wants his stage name to be Kanye West.
Yes.
And they kept
he's
calling
like,
him
"My name's
Kanye."
West.
And he's like, I haven't earned it yet to where my people are just addressing me by Kanye, and that's
or
just
Ye.
me. He's like, there's so many other Kanyes, which they're really, I don't know any other
don't know.
Kanyes, but
There might be some.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure.
not in our neighborhood though.
No.
I've never met one.
Yeah, never. But there's only one Kanye.
Yeah.
So whether
Now
they
we
called
say
him
Kanye, you know
Kanye
who
West
the
or
fuck you're talking
Kanye,
about.
he knew
No,
it
yeah,
then.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like Kobe now. It was
Exactly.
just- everyone knows what you're talking about when you bring up Kobe.
Yep.
It's Kobe
One-
Bryant. It's like, oh
101.
yeah, Kobe.
Different breed.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
I see you got date fails on here. I think we talked about that on your episode about date fails, or no, that was John. We asked him
We might have.
what cool dates that he's been on, or his
yeah.
clients have been on. I really haven't had that many date fails. I've been very awkward and weird. I've definitely tried to kiss girls and got denied during dates. Those are pretty rough ones.
Yeah.
That's always kind of like a unique situation.
It is.
Like, have you ever asked before, or do you just like go?
Yeah, I have, and it worked out better. But honestly, it was
I've done
worse
both.
when I was just like, I remember me and
Like,
this.
can I kiss you?
She's
She's like, why are you asking me?
Is
No,
that what
but
you're asking?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's been worse when I didn't ask sometimes. Like me and this girl in Arizona were watching a movie one time, and I was just like I'm in my head, right? And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, am I gonna kiss her? Am I gonna kiss her?
just do it.
Just do it. But it was like, it was the wrong time to do it, and I was
Yeah.
just like, and she was like this,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh.
I've
All right.
been
I
setting
literally
myself
just
up for 30
watched. I
minutes.
just kept watching the movie, and she left.
Oh,
This is-
Oh yeah.
damn.
Well, no, after the movie, she stayed
Oh,
for the
She
movie.
just left. She just
No, I knew we knew
I'm
each other,
leaving.
but you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
was just like, oh okay. And we never talked again. That was a rough one.
I think it's. I feel like I usually wouldn't ask, but I went on
Yeah.
a date like one time, like during like kind of COVID was still a thing, and I did ask. It was fine,
I mean,
but
I guess
Yeah.
that's the gentleman thing.
I
depends on
thought
the
it was
girl.
just a weird
Yeah.
thing. Like I didn't know
Depends
what
on
to.
the woman,
I didn't really know what to
because I think
do.
some-
I feel like
Like
it's better to ask.
Some,
Yeah.
and nowadays,
You
yeah,
have to,
probably, you
really,
need
yeah.
to ask.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, if you're going for a kiss and you get denied, you get denied, I guess. But I feel like you can
It's-
usually read that.
it's better to at
You
least
think?
it's better
One
to at
would
least
think.
try. I mean, because if you don't try, then like you're gonna be thinking about it
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Like when me and Aaron first started dating. I mean, I knew I could kiss her. You know, like
Yeah.
that was we were talking. But it's harder when you're like on dating apps
Yeah,
and
when you
stuff
met
back
her
in the
on
day.
Tinder
Or you're
and she's
yeah,
over
like
for-
yeah.
You guys are watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's
exactly. You
Stone.
know what I mean?
I can't
Oh,
really
yeah,
think of any
man.
personal
Trying to
fails
find her
I've had,
chamber of
but
secrets.
I've been on like a couple dates the same place within like 10 days.
Yeah, they're just like,
and
dude.
it's the same person working there, so it's kind of been like a little funny. Like
I,
hanging
dude,
out.
I remember that
Yeah.
happened to me when I was a server before. This dude was with like different women all the time.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, "This is the spot. Like this is where."
It's
that's
not
where
bad
he
if they're
takes
not
you."
married. You know what I mean? But if
Yeah.
you got a
If you're just
married,
really
dude,
dating, you have
do
a
you
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like? Do you
yeah.
feel like for me, if I was a server, like I'd lose my job to call that dude out. Like I would
Oh,
feel some
yeah.
type of way about
Yeah,
that. Like
if
if I
he was
really, if he was
married,
married and I really saw him coming in with like a different girl every time, and I knew his wife,
Uh-huh.
like I would for
You'd be
sure.
like, so how's your wife doing, Jim?
Oh yeah,
You would?
like for sure.
I could see
I
you
feel
doing
like
that
I'd
for
have
sure.
to.
Yeah.
I don't
He said,
condone
"I feel
any
like
of
I'd
that,
have
man.
to."
I don't condone any of that. I really.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going on in that guy's life, though. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's true. I've also said some dumb stuff to like. Sometimes I think I should say something and I shouldn't. We were at a bar
Yeah.
in Scottsdale,
oh
and
boy.
this
Oh, yeah,
this
this is a
girl
classic
was
story.
this girl's a bartender, but she's dancing on the bar, right? And like, I don't know who I,
I
thought
don't know
I
what
was.
the fuck was going through
I don't
your
know
mind.
what I thought I was thinking,
He
but
was
I
just
go
on
up to her and
tip.
I'm like, I thought I was like trying to hit on her. I'm like, what did I say? Like, what would your mom? I was like, what would your mom think about you being up there
Yeah,
dancing?
it wasn't a pickup line at all.
No, I couldn't have been. No,
were
I
just
think I
pissed.
thought it was. She
He
was
was
like, my mom's dead. I'm like, oh, she went and got the
Little mad at
bouncers.
you, yeah.
I saw the bouncers come and I went up to him like, I'm out, dude. And they carried,
deserve it.
Oh,
I
dude.
remember I seen the whole
It
thing.
was a Dirks Bentley bar,
I
wasn't
know.
it?
Yeah, we were at Dirk's Bentley. This girl's
Oh,
she's
man.
a table girl. She's up dancing on the table. I just remember doing like, come here.
Terrible.
She leans
dude.
down. I just see him like whisper in her ear, and I didn't hear what you said. I just see her look at him like, my mom's dead. And then I just see her walk away and get the bouncer. I'm just like,
Yeah.
shaking my head.
So,
like, what did
I didn't mean it. Like I knew, but
Does your
out
dad
of
know
one
you're
out of
dancing on top of that bar?
that's exactly what I said
Yeah.
too. Like I don't know who I was. I mean, I was 21.
And,
thought
and
I was,
I could see somebody like, just kind of like lying about that and
Yeah.
just trying to make you feel bad. But she
Yeah.
actually got someone to kick you out, so she was
oh, the
probably
bouncers
pretty
came.
upset
Yeah, they're
about
like,
it.
you're out. I'm like, hey man.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember I left with you. I was like, all right, we're
This
on
ain't
to
the hill to
next.
die on.
No.
I
We
wasn't.
went
I
next
didn't
door
go
to
there.
Hefe.
Yeah, I didn't go there for like
Hefe's
4
great.
more weeks, but
Yeah.
I went back after that and it was fine. I'm sure they deal with bigger assholes, but that was probably my one big
Yeah, like, what
asshole
the-
move.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm being vulnerable here too. I mean, that's a tough one.
So I guess
Looked like a real idiot that night.
it's not comparable, but I was asked to leave an establishment in Detroit one time.
He says it so much nicer.
Tell me more.
It's in
Yeah, tell
Greektown.
me more.
But there was like a pizza that was this place doesn't serve pizza or whatever. It's like some other group brought a pizza in, and it was on the table like next to us or whatever. So I just been drinking a little bit, grabbed a
Picked up a
slice. So they had no problem with it. Like they weren't there, but the manager at the time saw me eating and was just like, "Hey man, you can't eat that in here." I was like, "Well, I didn't bring it in." He was like, "Where'd you get it?" I was like, "Just point over to the table, like that's where I got it." And he's like, "Well, don't eat it again." So he's standing there, and I just put it back in my mouth. And he's
You're
just like,
you're just staring at him like,
yeah. He's like, all right, bud, you're out of here. So be it.
those are only like the 2 bars, like the story last week or the first week. Those are really the only bars I've ever gotten kicked out of. Those are my 2. If those are the worst ones, I'm thankful
Yeah, I
for
mean,
what
if
I've done,
that's the worst thing, then whatever.
But I looked like a real schmuck that night, dude. Like, it's such a great place. Why did I have that energy, man? Like, that's not my right.
How old
to
were you
tell.
then?
21, 22.
Oh, there you
no,
go.
you had just turned 21.
Yeah, you're.
I was 22.
That's your answer,
Yeah, but no
21-year-old
excuse
you.
though, man. I'm way more suave than that, boy. Like, come on, man.
Maybe you had a little bit too many vodka Red Bull.
Yeah, I was just on a lap, man. We were on a lap.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
we used to do when we would
laps.
go to the club is
Classic
we'd
laps.
go to the club and be like, all right, let's take a lap. We'd both go in opposite directions and meet on the other side. We'd try to talk to girls and stuff, but
Yeah.
Let's take a lap.
it didn't work that day, man. I should have went clockwise.
Mid lap, I just don't get kicked out of the ball.
Yeah, you guys both should have like switched
Yo,
up the way
I
you
went
did it.
west.
Yeah,
That's funny.
good.
Yeah, and so it was a tough episode today,
Yeah, I wish you guys got to hear the first half hour. I'll take the blame for it, but we're blaming the recorder.
Yeah,
stop.
technology.
I hit record. We sound tested and it stopped after like 2 seconds.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one that has had some technical
That fumbled the
difficulties.
bag.
on,
Yeah, fumble the bag. We are gonna.
Hey,
You're
you
gonna have
gotta
to.
fumble the bags.
It happens.
We're gonna have to give you a card and say sorry.
Like we said, like now we're a real podcast.
Now, I
you know?
bet you
podcast.
that never happens again.
Every
because-
podcast I've ever listened
Yeah,
to.
we've been jumped
has
in.
that.
Yep.
But I bet you we check that thing now all the
Yeah.
time, and yep.
And we're
Didn't have it
definitely
with a guest on.
definitely gonna try to
Yeah,
have
that would-
more interactive, segments. Try to bring more games into this.
Yep.
Try to do maybe snack tests, more would you rather, some smashing passes for food.
You guys can make fun of me being colorblind.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
make fun of
We
me
We
not
can
being
actually
able to
see
dunk.
it. There's like tests online where you can.
See what you
Yeah.
see.
No, but like you'll be able to all see it, and like you'll ask me what number was like there, and
There, yeah.
I'm like I can't see that number. So
That's funny.
yeah,
Yeah, so you're gonna
That'd be
turn your
cool.
head and cough.
that's
good.
funny.
But yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Appreciate you guys watching, man.
Yeah, appreciate you
All
being
of
here.
at home. Laugh, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Cheers. On our way.